Everyone, we're doing a recipe called Thai basil or Krapow. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but it's one of the signature dishes of Thai food. Starting out over here, so you look into the pan, there's about, I'm not even sure, probably about 4 pounds of meat. We combined pork sausage and turkey, ground turkey, and we browned the meat up pretty good, and I've drained off most of the fat. I'm going to put in half of a white onion and a whole red onion. They're about medium-sized onions. And I scooted the meat over to the side of the pan and gave me some work area to grill up the onions. And I've got the fire on hot. I'm also going to put in some crushed garlic. There's about, how many cloves is that, Jeremiah? About 3 or 4 cloves. And we're going to let that cook for a minute. Until the onions become translucent. In the meantime, I'm going to show you the rest of the ingredients. Take a look over here. This is 3 shrimp fish sauce. It's a Vietnamese fish sauce. It's very similar to patis. I think it's a little bit lighter flavored. In other words, it's not quite as salty. I've got a couple tablespoons of sugar, and this is, in my opinion, the key. This is oyster sauce. Take a look at the label real closely here. This stuff is just delicious and important. Back here, I've also got a secret ingredient. I might as well tell you, it's MSG, or accent. Taking a look at the rest of the vegetables, I've got Thai basil. This is, of course, what makes it Thai basil, the dish called Thai basil. I've chopped it up, not real fine, but so that it just kind of blends into the mixture. This is chopped cilantro, and this is the other key ingredient. This is red Thai chilies. I took about 30 of these and chopped them up real fine, and in fact, we'll go ahead and add that next here. The onions, it's a little bit hard to tell, but they're starting to clarify a little bit. We'll add the chilies in here, and you can tell this dish is going to be really hot. Hot and delicious. I got this recipe from a gal who moved over here from Thailand, and she taught us how to cook this because I just loved it so much. Alright, we're going to let this cook for a few minutes, and then we're going to come back on and and let's see what it looks like finishing up. Okay, it's only been a minute or two since we cut off from last, but take a look at the pan here and see that the onions are now clarified and mixed in with the red chili. It's taken on a nice red, beautiful red color here. I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. This is the fish sauce. And you got to be careful with this stuff because it's really easy to overdo. I'm only going to use probably a couple tablespoons. It looks like a lot was coming out, but there's a restrictor there, so not really a whole lot. This here, you can be generous with this fish sauce. What I like to do is cover the meat . Give it a good, nice coat of oyster sauce. And I found that even if you use too much of this stuff, it's okay. The flavor's not overpowering, although it is significant. This is the sugar. And we'll mix that all in there. Oh, you know what? I forgot about my bouillon. I took a little bit of bouillon, and I put it in the microwave to melt it up faster with just a little bit of water. And add that too. Just 1 cube of chicken bouillon. And then MSG. Just a few shakes of this. I know a lot of people are intimidated or don't like the idea of MSG, but it adds a lot of flavor. I'm not using a lot. Again, I'm using the shaker, and you can't. It's restricting the flow. There's not a lot that came out. It adds a lot of flavor, and I think the benefit outweighs the other. Go ahead and add the basil here. And almost done, guys. Go ahead and mix this around. Oh man, that smells so good. Traditionally, this dish is served over rice, but tonight we're going to do it fusion style. We're going to add this meat to a taco bar and have it kind of fusion tacos with all of the classic ingredients for tacos: cheese and sour cream and tortillas. Okay, let's go ahead and add this cilantro just because it makes it so pretty. And then we saved a little bit of cilantro, unchopped cilantro, for the end, and we use that kind of as a garnish. Oh yeah. I wish that you could smell this on the video because it smells wonderful. Fold this all around. I'm at this point cooking on high heat because I've got such a big pan, and I don't have, this is just a regular home stove, so there's not a ton of BTUs being produced, and the pan is pretty good at distributing the heat, I think. So we're pretty much done. I'm going to put it in a serving bowl, and then we're going to head off to our potluck. Have tacos with this stuff. It's one of my signature dishes. We call it Krapow or Thai basil. Thanks for watching.